Hello, everyone. My name is Ian Aberback. I'm a senior poli-sci major here at Bloomsburg University, and the international organization that I chose was the International Atomic Energy Agency. And the reason I chose this was because, first of all, I found this international organization quite interesting, and I knew a little bit about it from previous courses. And I think it is in a very important organization, especially in the modern world where we have nuclear technology and we have the choice of using it for the better or the worse. And obviously, the International Atomic Energy Agency is here to help us strive for making the world a better place with it. So, the IAEA was founded in 1957 in order to help the fears many people had towards the unknown that is nuclear technology. And, after World War II, nuclear technology, was relatively new and for obvious reasons, was felt very dangerous. So the United States really tasked them with helping everyone understand it and keeping it under control. And the origins of the IAEA go back to President Eisenhower's Atoms for Peace speech. The main headquarters is in Vienna, Austria, and they also have other offices around the world. They have two regional offices, one in Toronto, Canada, and one in Tokyo, Japan. And on top of that, they also have two liaison offices in New York and Geneva. They also have two laboratories in Vienna and Seisberdorf, which is also in Austria, where they conduct most of their research on nuclear technology. The mission of the IAEA is pretty clear, and it is to promote safe and controlled use of the atom as defined in the IAEA Statute Article 2. And that goes, the agency shall seek to accelerate and enlarge the contribution of atomic energy to peace, health, and prosperity throughout the world. It shall ensure, so far as it is able, that assistance provided by it or at its request or under its supervision or control is not to be used in such a way as to further any military purpose. So, they're there to promote the safe use of atomic energy. It is also their mission to create standards for safe nuclear use for states to follow. These standards also extend towards human and environmental health. They do routine inspections on states' nuclear programs, especially those who have suspicion around them because of the Proliferation Treaty and other non-proliferation treaties. So the IAEA organization itself has many goals and strategies in creating a more peaceful world, even outside of nuclear technology. They are one of the international organizations working with the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals that they want to reach by 2030. The goals are no poverty, zero hunger, good health for everyone, quality education, gender equality, clean water for everyone, affordable and clean energy, global economic growth, more innovation and better infrastructure, reduced inequality, more sustainable places for people to live, more responsible production and consumption, a world more focused on climate change, conserving our oceans, conserving our land, peace, justice, and strong institutions, and all countries working together and creating long-lasting relationships. And I know, how could international organization, mainly based focusing on atomic energy, help with that? Well, there's tons of ways because atomic energy can be used for a lot of good and can help attain a lot of these goals, especially those like affordable and clean energy and global economic growth, more innovation and better infrastructure. The list goes on. So they are definitely one of the international organizations helping with that. And they also have their own goals that they meet through this medium term strategy, as they call it. And they use the medium term strategy in order to continue efficiently reaching their goals and establishing their mission for a world of safe use of nuclear technology, not used for war. And this is time frame of this is from 2018 to 2023. So after 2023, they're going to come up with a new plan that they see fit that will fit how the world is then. So The medium-term strategy was put together as a roadmap by the Secretariat and member states. This strategy was created to further global development and peace and help point the IAEA in the right direction for their future moves. There are 6 goals the IAEA want to reach with this strategy. The first is facilitating access to nuclear power and other nuclear technologies, basically meaning that they want to help as many states as possible to have the resources and the knowledge to peacefully use nuclear technology and create their own safe and productive nuclear programs. The second is strengthening promotion and development of nuclear science, technology, and applications. This is in place to help all member states reach their fullest potential when using nuclear technology, outside of, making it into a weapon. The third goal of their strategy is improving nuclear safety and security. Their fourth goal is providing effective technical cooperation, which is very important in the efficiency of their goal as a whole because they can help all member states with any issues they have. Their fifth goal is, in their overall strategy, is delivering effective and efficient agency safeguards, meaning they all want all states to comply with their standards to make sure there is no foul play. Lastly, providing effective, efficient, and innovative management and sound program and budget planning. The medium-term strategy will be playing a huge role, now and the near future for ensuring safe nuclear use. The IAEA is involved with activities all over the world. Amongst its most important is ensuring all member states follow the Non-Proliferation Treaty. And the Non-Proliferation Treaty is an international treaty set in place with the goal of preventing the spread of nuclear weapons, and this was established in 1970 and made indefinite in 1995. To ensure this treaty is being followed by states across the globe, the United Nations tasked the IAEA with the responsibility of inspecting all countries, especially those that raised red flags. And of the most high profile of these countries that everyone knows about is Iran. Iran has always been difficult for the United Nations to trust, as they are known for their dissonance with the West, as well as they are known for sponsoring terrorism. And because of things like the Iranian hostage crisis in 1979, as well as Iran's acquirement of the blueprint for the P-1 centrifuge in 1987, Congress passed the Iran-Iraq Arms Proliferation Act of 1992, which prohibited any sort of technology from being given to Iran to help progress their nuclear weapons. In 2003, the IAEA struck a deal with Iran, asking that they suspend all their nuclear enrichment. Basically, Iran had to let the IAEA know everything they were doing in the context of nuclear technology, and were at the will of the IAEA inspectors coming into their facilities to make sure Iran, was following all their rules and regulations. And a year later, the IAEA were upset to find that Iran was not complying with the agreement they made prior. For years, they went back and forth. The Iran would agree with the new terms that the IAEA would give them, and then they would go back on their word. And in 2011, the IAEA confirmed that Iran has been creating nuclear weapons since before even 2004. And this led President Obama to implement the 2004 Joint Plan of Action, which Iran had been allegedly following since. The IAEA played a major role in keeping Iran in check and the rest of the world safe from them. To maintain some sort of global governance like all international organization, they have 2 ways of doing this: through their General Conference and the Board of Governors. First off, the IAEA has 172 member states involved in and committed to upholding all the standards that IAEA has set in place to ensure a safer nuclear world. They all have an annual meeting known as the General Conference. Here, representatives from these member states discuss the IAEA's budget, as well as discuss issues that should be top priority for them to focus on. The IAEA organizes a forum in relation to nuclear technology and science. The General Conference usually takes place in September of each year at their headquarters in Vienna. And the IAEA also has their Board of Governors set in place to discuss policy related to nuclear technology in the IAEA itself. And they work directly with each other, the Board of Governors and the General Conference. They discuss financial statements, the programs they have, and budget. They also go over applications for membership into the IAEA, approve agreements on safety, as well as publish their safety standards to the rest of the world. With consideration on the General Conference, the Board of Governors also elect the Director General of the IAEA. The IAEA plays a huge role in global governance with a goal of peaceful use of nuclear technology in mind. In conclusion, in the modern world, we need an organization like the IAEA. Nuclear energy can either destroy us or make the world safer, and it is their job to ensure the latter. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and have a great day.